Right, okay, today we have a Tomy Tronic 3D handheld from, I don't know, the 80s. Doesn't actually say, but it's Sky Attack, and we know exactly what the first part of the problem is. This is missing, this is corroded, that's okay, that's corroded, that's corroded. So I'm going to have to get it open and try and clean those up. That screwdriver's too small. Can't see if there's a screw in there. I'm pretty sure there is. No, there isn't. Okay, fair enough. Right, let's get the soldering iron on. Right, okay, soldering iron's heated up, so we'll take negative off there, positive off of here, move this out. See, how many volts does this take? 4.5 volts. I've got, that may or may not be charged, but it's a bit dark, so I can't see that. Flip that over and yep, that powers up. I can see the little tanks and things. I'm not sure if I can hold those. Yeah. Oh, I can't. Hold that in place and then slide that in. Yeah, right. You can't see that unfortunately, but there is the power is working. So it is just the battery terminals that we need to deal with. Now that joins that as a negative. Obviously I'm going to have to give those quite the clean up. They are not going to come out of there easy, but see, I need to do something about replacing this one here. what I think I might do is get the multimeter quickly, give it a test, and then I'm probably going to have to put some vinegar on there to get rid of all of that. Because they need properly decorroding. Hold that onto there, like it does meet that, but that and that are connected, so I need to fashion something here that will be a good battery terminal slash connector. So I'm going to go and douse this in vinegar and leave it till later, when hopefully it will have cleared off a lot of that corrosion. So I'll see you shortly. Yeah, let's get some vinegar on here. Just hopefully the old vinegar will eat away at a lot of the corrosion. It's not great because it does actually stink. But it does seem to be coming off. They look better. They don't look fantastic, but it's only been a few minutes really. It's a shame that one was broken off really, otherwise this would have been just about cleaning. But hey ho, it will be an interesting project. See, that's mostly come up there. I suppose I could use the little mini wire brush. Right. Now let's see. That goes to there, yep. And this goes to here, but it doesn't because it's still too corroded, unless it's because of here. Give me 1 minute. Oh, that is very coppery looking, but not very, I don't know if it's going to be very conductive or not. Seems to be good. Now let's try this one, and yeah, gonna have to bend it down and clean that up. Can't leave it looking like that. Right, I'll leave that for a bit to soak, I think, and I'll come back to it later. Right, so that's looking fairly good in there now. I've got this here, which strangely enough doesn't fit. But I'm going to go away and I'm going to try and file it down, cut it down somehow. Not quite sure if that's going to work. So I still need to lose a considerable amount from this side as well. But if I do that, I think I'm going to lose, well, I have done. I've lost all of it. Well, that did not work as planned. Okay, does this fit in there? Like that's it. The spring's too big to go in, but it may, with a little bit of persuasion. I wonder if I can just, no, that's not going to fit. I need to find a knife that's not had the end taken off of it. Yeah, this will do. I'm going to score the inside. And then try and do the same on, it's not going to work on that side, not so well anyway. Can I use one of these terrible sets of tweezers? Right, let's try that again. Well, it's kind of working. That's too low. Right. Okay. Negative, positive, positive, negative. So that feels a bit loose. Let's bend it out a bit. Yep. And then that to there. And let's get the meter out. Stick it on volts. And we want the negative. Would you look at that? We've got 4 volts. Now, I'm going to need to get the soldering iron on because I can't just leave that like that. It's not technically attached to anything. It's just sort of in there by luck rather than judgment. So I'm going to want to try and solder that on. Somehow. Without melting everything. Right, that is soldered between there and there. Happy days. I'm going to retrieve this now. We're going to put the negative back on here. And a positive back over here. I think we'll have a bit more solder than that. Have a few screws in, and by a few I mean all 3 of them. And hopefully we will be raring to go. Well, that's a big fat no, isn't it? I guess I'll be taking it apart again. Check these let's check these connections first. So that is beeping there. There to there, there to there. And that. That's pretty weird. Because until I soldered that, right, okay, soldering iron's still on. I haven't quite managed to make a connection down there between the soldering iron and that. So I'm going to load up loads of this, like a huge dollopy blob, and then has not worked. But if I yeah, that's completely ruined it. See, what I wanted was solder to be stuck all over this. But it's not going to happen, is it? Right, okay, I'm going to have to come back to this later. Right, let's get it back apart then. How am I going to do this? Need is a way to get that to stay in there, but cutting the back out is not an option because I'll just mess it up. I'm quite sure of that. Temperatures up on the soldering iron, so we can get that and that back off. I'm not going to be able to use this crappy flux to get some to stick on there. Some solder, that is. I think the answer to that is a resounding no. Because all we're managing to do his knack of this. Oh well. Yep, out it comes then. And yeah, somehow I need to replace this with this or something similar. Like that could go in there. A little bit of metal fatigue on that. Still, see, because it wants to come in through the bottom really. Well, this is where it's make or break, I suppose, because they're now getting trimmed off. Plastic's not the easiest to cut. Not when you're trying to be tidy. suppose I'll just melt that out. That needs to... This one's going to have to come off as well. Bear in mind, I've got no idea what I'm actually doing with this here. I'm just bodging it. Of course they don't fit because that's all mangled up. Fit now. I was going to say there was another battery around here. Yep, right. Let's get the voltage on. Positive, negative. Soddle. So we've got that there, and then from there to there we've got voltage. So from there we've got voltage, and then here so I think that battery or that right. So we've got 4 volts. So I suppose if I close that lid, I'll just check again. Yep, 4 volts. So with any luck, when I connect the wires to this, it should work. I mean, this is a pure bodge. I can't really do much with this apart from have it as a cool trinket on my shelf. Can't sell that to anyone, not looking like that inside, but at least it will be fixed. That's a nice beeping noise to hear. Where are these screws? Oh yeah, I dropped solder on here, didn't I? Wonderful. I mean, if I ever come across another one of these in a very dilapidated / broken state with good battery terminals, then I can replace the base. But for now, I'm going to have myself a Sky Attack. Now, again, you can't really see that. Peel this sail sticker off, that might help. And I've got quite a bright lamp over here, so I'll see if I can shine that this way. And perhaps that will you can just yep, look, so you can just about see it. You can't play it like that, but as you can see in here, it's kind of visible through this stupid iPhone viewfinder. You can see me more than that, but yeah. Well, we're sorted. It works to a degree. Obviously, that battery compartment is a bit of a dog's dinner. I've mangled it right up, but that's secure enough. It's not going to come out. But yeah, you plug it in, it powers on. So Happy days. Right, thanks for watching. Catch you around in the next one. Bye now.